Those who know her best agree that Stella Marshall will feel a bit embarrassed by this evening's accolades. Dee Reynolds, herself a Heroes, Saints, and Legends honoree, describes her friend as a Barnabas for women, both black and white, encouraging us to live our Christian commitment to transform the world. Herald Leader newspaper columnist Merlene Davis quotes a friend describing Stella as a leader like the apostles, never seeking self-praise, but always representing Jesus Christ. Stella's pastor, the Reverend Edgar Goins, concurs. He simply says, "This lady is a tireless worker for the Lord. She's the mother of our church." Stella Marshall's earthly walk began in 1926 in rural Mason County, Kentucky, where she was the 11th of 13 children born to Eli and Lucinda Lewis, a farming couple. "I only knew my father," Stella recalls. "My mother died when I was a child." Her oldest sister, Emma, became her maternal role model. Following graduation from John G. Fee High School in Maysville, she married her childhood sweetheart, William H. Marshall, in 1945, and later moved to Lexington. Her most loyal supporter over the years has been their only child, Marcia Diane. When William suffered a sudden and fatal stroke in 1975, Stella says her life took on new meaning and purpose as she increased her already considerable involvement in her church, Wesley United Methodist. Despite working full-time as an inspector for Parker Seals O-Ring Company, she pitched in wherever needed. She derived particular pleasure teaching Sunday school, leading prayer meetings, and directing vacation Bible schools. "Over the years, I've held almost every office in the church, except usher and communion steward," she says. "But even those positions I filled in for when needed." Stella was the prime instigator of a building campaign that culminated in the new Wesley United Methodist Church on Russell Cave Road in 1990. Inevitably, a person of Stella's gifts and graces is called upon to serve the church at higher levels, and she eagerly embraced many training opportunities to prepare herself well. She became a certified lay speaker, and after attending national AARP workshops in Washington, D.C., accepted the position of conference director for older adult ministries in ethnic minority churches. The team on which she served eventually gave birth to the idea of a church-related retirement community, today's Wesley Village. Perhaps her greatest passion in the church over the years has been lived out through the many mission and social impact programs of the United Methodist Women. For her outstanding leadership at all levels in the church, including director on the National Board of Black Methodists for Church Renewal, Stella Marshall was named a 2009 Outstanding Leader of the Pasture by the Kentucky Annual Conference of African American Ministries. Former co-workers at the Cokesbury bookstore marvel at how this Energizer bunny keeps on giving to others. Until recently, Stella could always be found singing praises to the Lord with her Wesley Church Choir, who not long ago sang in concert with the Judd's Farewell Tour at Rupp Arena. She continues today teaching a weekly Sunday school class, leading Monday night prayer and praise gatherings, and playing the part of Grandma in the church puppet ministry. Stella recently devoted countless hours mentoring her teenage great-great-nephew, Tay Marcus Lewis, through his time of confirmation. As Dee Reynolds observes, how many of us, by the time we're in our 80s, are simply pew holders? Not so for Stella. Her family motto is stay humble, stay strong, stay encouraged. In 2004, Stella began dialysis treatments 3 times a week due to declining kidney function. She concedes that she was initially tempted to give up on life, but her pastor, Reverend Goins, chided her, "Who do you think you are? God is not through with you yet." Since then, she says, "I no longer think of myself as old. I only want to show others it pays to serve Jesus." Indeed, she does, in the most extraordinary ways. We are honored to present Stella A. Marshall, a 2012 recipient of the Heroes, Saints, and Legends Award.